And some people might take say a light. It is not. Bryan Acheampong say, I paid each constituency executive 1,500 for Bawumia to become 2024 NPP flag bearer. Bryan Acheampong. Bryan Acheampong say, or no Bryan Acheampong, Mr. S, Mr. P, do the math for me right now. Or no Bryan Acheampong, Otia constituency executive, some more Eastern region, Oma Obia $1,500. So that time, not CD no air saying 17. Bryan Acheampong said, Oma every constituency executive in the Eastern region, $1,500. And Sana Mahamud Bawumia, to me, enya the North to become the flag bearer of the NPP. Want to sebi or say sika otiaye to each delegate. Now, let's read the story. Mr. S, get me the fine print. Now, New Patriotic Party flag bearer aspirant Dr. Bryan Acheampong has alleged that he solely financed former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the party's 2023 internal primaries. Yes, Bryan Acheampong said, and the opposite oka no simupi. Magana for Tiasie. Say or no Bryan Acheampong 2023. Time omoya primaries. Edi Bawumia abe flag bearer no. Oma Eastern Region constituency executive bia $1,500. Sa time no na $1 was 17 Ghana cedis. Now uko enima or say according to him, he paid money to super delegates in the Eastern Region, with each receiving $1,500 before Dr. Bawumia secured the nod to lead the party into 2024 elections. Now, Okodenimo say, addressing some delegates in a purported video circulating on social media, the Abetifis legislator claimed he was the biggest financier of Dr. Bawumia's presidential campaign. But Bryan Acheampong kasa ewa Abetifi ni kurom wo the hotel hono. Oka kire MPP for mo twehye mo say, "Hey, me nko Eastern region ha. Super delegate omom koto abama Bawumia no. Nipa dodo koto aba no. Nipa ba ku bia mema no $2,500. Sa time no, na dollar near 17, meaning nipa ba ku bia nya 25,000 Ghana. That is 30 Ghana and 250 million. Or say Sasika na mutuya ya Bawumia nya nod no. Now these are his words. So we read this story now. They actually quoted him. Say, and I quote, I paid every single penny for him to become flag bearer of his party, of this party. Every constituency executive in the Eastern region collected $1,500, Dr. Acheampong said. And then I continue. He added, and I quote, I was in Kumasi for the Ashanti Queen Mother's funeral. And later at a dinner party with President Akufo-Addo, I told him that in 2017, he acknowledged, let me take this again. And I quote, I was in Kumasi for the Ashanti Queen Mother's funeral. And later at a dinner party with President Akufo-Addo, I told him that in 2017, he acknowledged me as the single largest contributor to his coming to power. That was a fact. And today in 2024, I am saying that I funded Dr. Bawumia more than I even funded Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. End of quote. I'm sorry. They are quite tiny on the screen. Dear Bryan Acheampong nyina say, or say, Sika or this share Bawumia campaign in 2023. Time Bawumia contested Canada Japan money na de no. Sa sika no kra na so chen sika or this share Akufo-Addo campaign. Na time na Bawumia pese obeli di MPP in 2024. Ebe flag bearer no. Otam nisika delegate bia or Eastern region. Or my delegate bia $1,500. Meaning Satana dollar no was 17. Meaning every delegate got 25,000 Ghana, which is 250 million. 250 million. Now, my breakdown amount. We are na ya chamo the monitocracy. Senior and the MPP for Ajiatum say, omu de sika and then the omde politics. Na and then omo feri biom omo ka amobi ehu say omo no eye sika tuo eye krono sika enomde politics. Na omo no omo tua ansa na omo nya tumi kura wo party nim. Now mame break bibi down cho ansa na ba eye monitocracy no eye senia omo say your politics no. Ye nyina nim say eye sika ewo your politics mu a say your politics no eye politicians. Na ne anim say mre bi beba politician be gina platform so aka say me ma sika say ama nipa dodo say sika na ma menche sika na oka no ne dodo. Now when you break it down into simple figure, now oko eye Eastern Regional NPP constituency executives ma menche mo, the 17 elected executive positions are constituency chairperson, first constituency chairperson, second constituency vice chairperson, your constituency secretary, your constituency assistant secretary, your constituency treasurer, your constituency organizer, your constituency women organizer, constituency youth organizer, constituency Nazara coordinator, constituency research and election officer, your 8 constituency patrons. Now remember, almost 33 constituencies in the Eastern region. Almost 33 constituencies in the Eastern region. Into Uko 33 constituencies Libya. These are the people as executives. In the Saoya Mats na sa time na ocha nipa ba kubiano $1,500 no. Each constituency na ocha 1,500 into 33 constituencies ni nyina no. Sa nipa mo ho nyina no na obia enya den $1,500. Now so calculate here. Nipa dodo amu 33 constituencies in the Eastern region. Omu 561. 561 executives are omu in our Eastern region in the 33 constituencies. Make sure Sika Bryan Acheampong say or Tamoma Bawumia or the Chianko for bribe. Or see he bribed constituency executives of our Eastern region and Bawumia North no. In Okowa, almost 33 constituencies. It will show all these executives are. So calculate here in the Eastern region, 33 constituencies. No, NPP 561. When you multiply 561 by $1,500, Bryan Acheampong in 2023. So your fund say na dollar no empo a year 15 Ghana cedis plus. Dollar na 15 na. It means Bryan Acheampong spent $841,500. That is almost $1 million. Say the dollar ebedu 15 at that time. Na oma every constituency executive $1,500 or bribe omo $1,500 in 2023. Because he has said it. He said he bribed them $1,500. Bryan Acheampong spent around $841,500, close to $1 million, to bribe Eastern Region executives for them to vote for Bawumia. Now, the question here is, Bryan Acheampong etia bribe we nyina ena odema constituency executives. The question here is, Bryan Acheampong is so bold today to tell Ghana for say yes, he was a government official. He was able to dish out almost $1 million in bribes or the tia bribe. Eman on one party for say omuntuaba Emma Bawumia Emma flag bearer. The question here is, did Bawumia know about this? Yes. Who benefited from this bribe? It was Bawumia and the NPP as a political party. Did Kennedy Acheampong know about this? Yes, because they are all in the same political party. So the monitocracy, this is the NPP showing you what they even do within before they even come to rule. So the two more because even within the NPP, they are basically paying bribes close to $1 million to get somebody elected. And also say, as someone now Bryan Acheampong, it is something that represents the NPP. And send our but the beneficiaries of another the beneficiary of this money. It is not just he's saying, sir, or spending 1 million to give to pay as bribes to executives in the Eastern region to get Bawumia elected. He is telling us how the NPP internal election, the amount of money that they pay as bribes to themselves to get another criminal elected. Because you cannot tell me, say, Mahamudu Bawumia did not have an idea about this almost $1 million. Now you did bribes Amano to become the flag bearer of the NPP. You cannot tell me, say, Atasa, Canada Japan never had an idea, say, Bryan Acheampong mo 1 million every Ghana sikemwa yedi bribe or party mu. What makes it disheartening and dangerous? And then say Bryan Acheampong with national television, so I catch Ghana for say yes, we bribe my Miami party for almost $1 million. Where did he get the money? Did he disclose the source of that money? Did he pay taxes on them? Bryan Acheampong, when he was paying that money to the NPP, he was a government official with an appointment. Can he prove to Ghana for said this money that you are saying you used in bribing? And remember, in the first place, the action was criminal, and it still stands as a criminal action. That the takers of the bribe are criminals. They have offended. They have committed a crime. Now, the person that it benefited, that is Mahamudu Bawumia, and the NPP as a political party, they have also committed a crime. Canada Japan, also knowing this was going on, he is an accomplice in this crime cartel. And for him to even get out and be bold enough to make it clear, say, I took almost $1 million from my pocket to bribe, to benefit Bawumia, to benefit NPP, to go into an election so that they could win. Into the question here is, so Sankomu win election 2024. Anka sa sikana Bryan MPP for the good campaign muno. Anka hwan ebetua, anka yewo eneme ene ebetua. Now, the most interesting thing about this whole thing is say, and the me say Mahamudu Bawumia and Canada Japan nyina, they are scared of Bryan Acheampong. There's a reason why intia Mahamudu Bawumia atasa Canada Japan. Omunyina esro Bryan Acheampong. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing because Bawumia any Kennedy munim what Bryan Acheampong knows, and as obu pushi Bryan Kakrebia, the kind of things that Bryan Bekano, the ship will sink and Meka Kakrach Remunde. That is the reason why and the over social media and now Bawumia camper, Kennedy camper, they are all quiet. They don't want to engage. They don't want to have a banter because they know, say, the crime of Bryan Acheampong, everybody will go down. Into what Bawumia group they say, they are trying to smoke the peace pipe by saying, say, we are coming with ideas. We are not attacking. They know, say, Bryan Acheampong has so much on himself, on this government, on the NPP government, on Canada Japan, and on Bawumia. And intina Bryan Acheampong ashada there mono because Bryan Acheampong nim say the onimno so can they will all go down. And he's on the edge. He's actually on the verge of doing that. Now, Shadia, my mention baby Bryan Acheampong sudden anger ni free ba. Mo amudi MPP chidi Bawumia chidi Kennedy chidi ba mo Jimmy omu yusumo. Makacham sa party no me a member. Nipa mini omu din komo omu MPP ni no. Mo 90% of mo amote TikTok ni Facebook amoye campaign ma Bawumia Kennedy ba mo yankwasi afo mo nim hwe. I know the soul of your party and I know it is on life support. It will die. The NPP, it will die. It's a criminal entity. Now my mention what the kudientia Bryan Acheampong has started the oil. He needs a reaction and he knows he'll get a reaction because adebiya ni ya because yen nyina na yakobo okro yen nyina na nipa bi kan se mi kire ye den yen nyina ba opposition a amanfo bi pese o mo kire se ye de ye akromfo na omo de omo nya akromfo enentina wo se killer bi suro killer bi aye no se o de yen nyina no atasa Kennedy so aye din because on the problems can tema. Bryan Acheampong, he's capitalizing on what he has on his people and himself. Because no a dead goat. Onim said no matter what, he's going to go down. He knows. In politics, no, he does not have any better record. And he's not also going to allow, because at a point, he put so much in this. And some people are trying to make it look like, say, or no, and a cron for no. Let me show you what happened. Now, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo in the Busuafo before election 2024. They sat Bawumia down. And I'm catching Bawumia say they want Bryan Acheampong to be Bawumia's running mate. Remember, that time Bryan Acheampong was putting money in Bawumia's campaign. Because remember, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo or no, the green prints and then the blueprint, people who are wicked and people who can do damage for him. He needed Bryan Acheampong in the higher office because the Bryan Acheampong was so West Wagon. Time of the national security share in Sano. A man and Dankwa Akufo-Addo be trust for Bryan Acheampong mu say nipa 100 the go on man instructions Bryan will do the do. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo there from day one Bryan was so West Wagon. Election. Omutumi use tax. Eshomu police in Tade Sojan Tade. The Ghana for down. Bryan Acheampong became part of his family clique. Now this is what happened. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo or the family in that sense. I'm not the Bawumia tena ho. Now Bryan Acheampong to war. And they told Bawumia said they want Bryan Acheampong to be his running mate. Now Mahmoud Bawumia catch him say okay, wati, he's going to do it. Now, when Bryan Acheampong started pumping Isika Egu Bawumia campaign, so he started pumping government money. Sika ni enim be a free bar because at this point, Ejima Bryan Acheampong say he was a government appointee. In Tabia, the business money which he would talk about or he has to prove to us say the company Sika no tamaye $1 million, almost $1 million, and or Dema Bawumia. At this point, we don't know. Tabia Sika the free bar. He needs to answer those questions. Now, Bryan, Bawumia ka sa asem ne che Akufo-Addo ne busuafo Bryan wo ho a Bawumia sorry koye no. Then they started pumping the money. Now, last minute, and Mahamudu Bawumia Eka said he's not going to go with Bryan Acheampong. Now, why was it happening that way? Because before that, na nipa bi wa santimemu Edin kan fra Bawumia ka kire ne say so pa santifo voter I was all tears as a party ya santifo dia enti obi te say Nana Komia obi te say eye akoya ye frɛ no your friend say opare ansa o say chairman sa bonsumo frɛ Bawumia ka kire ne say they want Asantini to be his running mate. Now say opa santifo voter he needs to choose an Ashanti. Before that, now Bryan Acheampong, Akufo-Addo, Bryan Acheampong, a pumping sika because he had been promised running mate. Until last minute, and Bawumia said no, or ne napo beko. Even though Nana Komia or Pariansa or say Chairman Sabonsu knew say napo Jimmy, they wanted the party to come home. Now I'm person the party ne ba fie. Because party no omudo say a Santifo party. Bryan Acheampong yo koni or another Dankwa Akufo-Addo clique members. Cartel no kaho. So they saw it say would have been dangerous. Enti Bawumia wanted the Ashanti vote. Enti sa a agreement on Akufo-Addo mokoye the last minute because he thought he could use Napo to fool Asantefo he came and picked that crazy guy. Now this is what happened. Maybe I'm DB. The reason why Bryan Acheampong is pissed off today and say he has a lot on Bawumia being the head of the police council and also being the vice president then. Now Bryan Acheampong is going ballistic because our nyamebia or person or expose. Now expose sanyamana. He knows to say Bawumia will go down the drain because they are the facts. Now I want to ask a simple question. Bryan Acheampong, adi opeso yesisi and say Bawumia mu pushina, he is going to come out and disclose where all the ammunitions that were lost were missing from the Ghana Armed Forces Armory. Bryan Acheampong is ready and willing to tell Ghana for baby sa weapons in your fire. Bryan Acheampong is ready, and he has sworn, say, if Bawumia dares, he is ready to come and disclose or catch Ghana for Ghana military, Ghana Armed Forces before after election 2024. The government came out to tell us to say weapons bebrana Ghana Armed Forces diano. As we speak, all those weapons were missing. Remember this story?
The government has revealed the discovery of ammunition thefts within the Ghana Armed Forces prior to the transfer of thousands of rounds of unaccounted military ammunition from the Ghana Armed Forces to the National Security Secretariat in 2024. Speaking during a working visit to the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center as part of a familiarization tour to key military installations, the Defense Minister Dr. Edward Omane Boama attributed the occurrence of chieftaincy clashes to the unlawful possession of firearms by civilians.
I spoke about the 2024 transfer of ammunition from the Ghana Armed Forces to the then National Security without due consultation and authorization, which the present National Security Coordinator is seeing to that investigation. Just when I thought that was being addressed, we have uncovered another one. And in that case, theft of ammunition. And that was even before the 2024 transfer of ammunition from the Ghana Armed Forces to the National Security. I'm bringing these issues out there for us to know that the ammunition found in the hands of civilians may not just have come from the ingenuity of those civilians securing them, but may have come from complicity of people who are tasked with responsibility.
Non-government.
That was Dr. Omane Boama. May he so rest in peace. It's talking about power, no? As a defense minister, and I catch Ghana for say Ghana military weapons, no, sophisticated weapons, be bragra. Now that's investigations now, Mr. Omane Boama, may he so rest in peace. Almost 30 and almost check inventory, no. A one who say before the NPP left office, no, so many weapons were taken out of the armory. I had shot civilians being seen. Now, the question is, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the head of the police council. Time Bawumia, air vice president, you know, the fight in Boku was ongoing. That was the time we got to know, say, a lot of people in Boku had been given sophisticated weapons. I'm just asking, is this the reason why Bryan Acheampong I already say he is going to expose some people, how some people in Ghana military weapons now ever seen there, the military is struggling to find it? A question. I'm just asking, is that the reason why Mahmoud Bawumia is scared of Bryan Acheampong? He cannot speak directly to him or mention his name because you can't weapons, sir. And he na weapons in fire. And we can question the head of the police council, who was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia then. And the fight that was going on in Boko, we saw the amount of weapons na civilians be kutai or Boko. And right after the elections, senior soldier form weapons be iraye. Bryan Acheampong right now on the strategy, no. Right now you say he will blow everything up. And itina Osha Bawumia is scared of Bryan Acheampong. And itina Osha Kennedy Japan is scared of Bryan Acheampong because Kennedy Japan so on him say yakeka can some na one shot na the diabem. Nana Dankwa Kufuado at this point he is not going to stop Bryan Acheampong because Omone Bawumia tna dem can say when also any running mate, but Bawumia as usual a liar, he did not follow through. Dear Acino, Bryan Acheampong has a plan. And the plan is that I cannot let this guy who is Bawumia, who is a liar, who lied to me, go around there making it look like, say, yani moma ye wo party ma, ye bo krono, edi funding the campaign, no, ye moma ye nipa bone for. It's Bryan Acheampong is on guard. It's a baby say, now with the free na Bryan Acheampong, the boo of gidigidi azisiano, or kaka kansem, ade obi etia na so ana. It is the pain and anger. He's ready on the sidelines to expose all the people what guys say maybe make a will say weapons be good Jubilee House egu contain them na yeah the nkofobia ba mukai am ye video de kire mo no. Those were weapons meant for the military. Do you know say military Jubilee House or armory, you know that there were containers of weapons and they see Jubilee House. Some weapons as today as I speak to you, call Jubilee House about company. The national security people can testify to that. Some container na weapons, 2 containers full of weapons. Me yes expose ni chemo. Those weapons ni ira free power ba kumpanka Jubilee House. And the Jubilee House so weapon cry at their court mission crowd Jubilee House it is tough because when this government came there were no weapons. And that is what is Bryan Acheampong I don't know holding on to, because Bryan Acheampong he headed the national security and he knows the senior nyoma nyina koye, so he's on guard. Right now Bryan Acheampong, nothing is holding him back. And Mahmoud Bawumia say if they try to go toe to toe with Bryan Acheampong, Banta, Atasa Kennedy, and Bawumia, they all know said the NPP ship will go down.